What's up everyone, John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here with an unboxing for you of the 46-inch Sony Bravia TV with Google TV integrated. This is going to set you back just about $13.99. This is a review unit that I was sent to check out. I'm actually pretty excited to dig in. I had a chance to play around with Google TV at the Sony launch event, but I didn't have a chance to get to use it on a daily basis and see if it's got a place in your living room or mine. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. So before I cut the box, I want to run over some specs of the TV in case you guys are keeping track at home and you're thinking, you know, what's the advantage or disadvantage of getting the Sony device here. It's got a 16:9 aspect ratio. As far as backlighting, it uses an Edge LED, but it is actually LCD technology in there with a panel of 1920 by 1080, and of course that's full 1080p. And it's got a 60 hertz refresh rate. The Google TV side of it, it's using a Intel Atom processor, Android Marketplace with apps meant for Google TV. It's coming in 2011. Of course, it's upgradable to new versions of Google TV that'll be coming out. It's got a web browser and of course will aggregate all of your web content. I'll be doing full demonstrations of Google TV as well, as we see if it's worthwhile or not. There's also some cool mobile apps that will work with it as well. All right, so let's go ahead and dig in. The big old knife is upstairs, Google TV's downstairs, so we're going to use the unboxing scissors for this guy. You can see on the front there's a picture of the full QWERTY remote, which is kind of interesting, maybe a bit difficult to get used to, but we'll see. So there is the remote. If I try and move the box around, you get a picture of the television itself. Well, the box makes farting noises. There's the remote, there's the TV with the Google TV interface. Go ahead and rip it open, or at least attempt to. And this comes in different sizes as well. The 46-inch is the largest. You can also pick up a dedicated Sony-made Blu-ray player with Google TV built in. If you want to sort of try Google TV, but you don't necessarily want to buy a brand new television, or you don't need a brand new television for that matter. All right, so all the tape has been cut. Let me not step on the scissors. You can see a little bit of what's going on inside the box, hopefully. Let's see what we have. We've got that weird remote I was talking about. Let's take a look at that thing first, since TV looks like a television in an unboxing, but the remote is super strange. Looks like a gaming console add-on. Let me go ahead and come around and show you guys a little bit more about what this looks like. All right, so here is the remote. Let's go ahead and rip it out of its packaging. Hopefully without making anybody deaf from plastic noise. All right, so here it is. It is a full QWERTY remote, which has some handle grips on the back, sort of PlayStation 3-like, including some shoulder buttons. Kind of neat, but really won't work for gaming. So you've got a full QWERTY keypad, obviously. I've got enter, up and down. This is actually a little bit of a optical trackpad, so you can navigate, you know, left, right, up and down, and select it. You've got your Android buttons that we've seen on pretty much every Android device ever. Your home menu, back and buttons and such. You've got your guide, TV, DVR. This will plug in right to your DVR. It's not fully compatible as far as content searching with every DVR, but it is growing pretty regularly. You got your TV power channel up or down. It's a very different way to use a remote. I think it's going to be pretty difficult and probably a decent learning curve to get used to it as well. On top, the shoulder buttons, those represent scroll and zoom, and it is infrared as well, so you don't have to worry about having a sensor directly pointed at the television. All right, so that's the remote. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the television. It'll be fun seeing if we can actually get used to that remote. It does come with two Sony AA batteries, so awesome. We've got power cord, that's just power cord. Got some, please read this first, probably not necessary. We're not gonna go ahead and read that first. We also have, looks like a infrared adapter, some sort of remote controlling thing here. We'll take a look and I'll tell you what that is in the comment section. All right, so now let's try and get this TV out of here, which is always a bit more difficult than you'd expect. So I'm gonna go ahead and push it on its side and see if I can pull it out. There we go. Alright, so the box is on its side. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull out this television. Or at least attempt to pull out the television. We have a lot of styrofoam. And one person, this is a bit difficult. I recommend getting a friend. Alright, so without unboxing iMac or monitor was tough. This monitor stuff is way difficult. So this is the screen, so it is facing up, which is nice. So we pull it out. It looks like we did pull it out. There must be some sort of stand in there for it as well, which we do have right here. Also looks like there's some sort of mounting. The stand is, it's funny we're getting to the stand for the television first. It's just of the metal stand variety. Clicks on, stands up. Alright, so let's take a look at this television panel. Push all these directions and shipping stuff. Hopefully we can get all this on the camera. Let's see what we have. I'll try and prop it up against the wall or something so we can see it a little better. Alright. I'm going to pull off all of the plastic. It's much harder than it looks. So I can pick it up. You can get it out of the plastic. There we go. Alright, so turn this thing around. There is what it looks like just from the front. It does look just like a television. It's got the Sony logo on the bottom. It is part of the Bravia line. From a thickness standpoint, it does have sort of a full computer inside of it, even if it is sort of netbook components. But it doesn't add that much thickness to it, just a little bit. So let's take a look at the ports in the back. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what this thing has on its rear. We'll zoom in a little bit down here. You can take a look. So most of the component actions happening right here. You've got IR blaster, which is what that first cord that I didn't know what it was. Here are two HDMI ports. We've got your standard video in, video out. There's optical audio. There is a port there for Ethernet. This does have built-in Wi-Fi as well. Power cord goes in right here. This is where all the mounting would happen. Looks like it is universal mount compatible. Also on the outside, there are another, I'll turn it around so you can see, two more USB ports, bringing the total, or HDMI ports rather, bringing the total up to 4. There are 4 USB ports for expandability, which is kind of nice. And then there's a controller button and a headphone jack as well, in case you don't want to wake up someone and you're watching TV in bed. Alright, so I am John Rettinger, getting my workout for the day with an unboxing of the Sony 46-inch television with Google TV integrated. There'll be full demonstrations coming up later. You can see us all filming. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.